Not so long ago, I was watching the Olympics. Sure. The greatest show on earth? Sure. How can you beat it? It's a dream come true. The finest athletes from every nation on the planet competing to see who is the best. The heartwarming stories behind the competitors, not just the victors. The trials and tribulations they overcame simply to attend. Sure. It's dramatic, suspenseful, exciting, thrilling. It's fantastic. But, sure, the longer the Olympics go on, the bigger they become. By my estimation, bloat has set in. Is bigger always better? The opening ceremony will be bigger than the last one. And the last one was big. Will the next one be better? It will be if you like big. And the games themselves get bigger. 1896, Athens, people ran, jumped, threw heavy weights. That's it. Now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There are so many events. First it was men only. They added women. And then there were all the team events and the events that are decided by judges. And events that seem to have come out of one of those This Country's Got Talent shows. I can't knock these events. The people who participate in them are talented and dedicated, and I watch them. I want to say perform, because it seems as much of a performance as it does in an athletic event. All of this is based on the so-called Olympic ideal. Athletes train and compete to see who is the best. As far as the product we've got today, you can forget about the Olympic ideal. The Olympic athletes were all amateurs, or they were supposed to be. Initially, the organizers insisted on that. If you were paid to play in any capacity, you were not allowed to participate in the Olympics. That old Olympic ideal. They took it very seriously. Now the competitors are practically all pros, professional gymnasts, professional divers. They make their living as an athlete. Many of them are millionaires. They're rich, and they're rich because people will pay to see them perform. People will pay for them to endorse their product. The men's USA basketball team is the ultimate conglomeration of paid performers. They show up, sign autographs, stomp the daylights out of teams from Tunisia and Thailand, and win their gold medals. And I, proud American and sucker for the underdog, steadfastly root against them. Money drives the games. Whoever felt that money would, if not corrupt, at the very least completely change the nature of the games, was right. Today the games make a glorious advertising platform for global marketers like McDonald's and Coke and P&G. They are not about to pass on the chances of identifying themselves with that good old Olympic ideal. There's a lot of money to be squeezed out of that good old Olympic ideal, even if it only exists as a memory. While money is the greatest pressure on the games, the competition between nations also has a huge effect, and one which I think is more divisive than the spirit behind the good old Olympic ideal, with its conjoined rings of all the continents. All the flags, the national anthems, the athletes in tears, they did it for their country. I find myself searching for someone, anyone, who might represent that good old Olympic ideal. The big countries dominate, except for India, which is notably absent. The big countries, like conquering armies, gobble up all the medals, with the other exception when a few small countries emerge to win certain events, like the sprinters from Jamaica and the distance runners from Kenya and Ethiopia. And there are sports which are geared to prepubescent females, trained from the cradle, so you're a star and a gold medal winner at 14 and washed up at 17. Watching this is a little odd. Their uniforms are... Watching this is a little odd. And then there is the hero of these games, a swimmer. Over the span of 3 Olympics, this great champion won 22 medals, most of them gold, a staggering total. And it is staggering, an incredible achievement. So incredible, in fact, that it's a little embarrassing to see this athlete posed with his clutch of medals around his neck, while others must be content with one, and so many others who do not win at all. Okay, bravo. But, again with the but, isn't this more bloat? I think the rest of the world looks at this display and they say, look at those Americans. They find a way to award all those medals to a white man, the same way they sell those burgers and fries, the large soft drinks, and the diapers. One person winning all those medals, as if they compare in some way to the achievement of someone who wins the discus throw. Big deal, one lousy medal. Or Jesse Owens, who only won 4. Or the crazy dudes who compete in the decathlon, 10 events, and only win 1 medal. How many nations in the world have swimming pools, much less coaches and organized programs that let you train full time? Professional swimmers. I see this man with his medals and I don't see the Olympic ideal. I have heard many people call him the greatest Olympic champion in history. I don't agree with that at all. He is not the greatest champion in Olympic history, and it's shameful and disrespectful to say that. He's the person who won the greatest number of medals in Olympic history. There should be enough glory in that. It's still a great show, but with its great big, enormous, craven way, money has permeated the Olympics, as it has so many other things. I miss the modesty and simplicity of the good old Olympic ideal. I hear that in the next Olympics they're going to add golf. I say if you're going to add golf, why not award individual medals for driving off the tee, fairway woods, long irons, short irons, chipping, playing out of the sand, and putting. Also 2- and 4-man medley relay teams. Someone could win an awful lot of medals out there.